Hey guys, today we're over here on the road again, but this time we're going to do things a little bit different. I finally want to answer a question that comes up a lot on my stream and my videos. You guys see me streaming weekends around 9 p.m. Eastern, or you see my POV driving videos all the time, but we don't really talk that much. So the biggest question that comes up is, how much is this and why? Why did you spend nearly $26,000 building a sim truck rig, but you're not a real truck driver? Let's talk about it. Yeah, I know, it sounds crazy, $26,000, but you know, it wasn't all overnight. Over the years, I built up all of this that you see here, and there's a video linked below, and you guys have heard me talk about this. The massive triple screens, the big expensive computer, the motion simulator, everything, the custom dashboards, all of it that's been built by hand, custom, and dialed in. All of this is not just technology to me. It would appear as if I'm just pretending to be a truck driver, but the reality is that I crafted something, and I crafted something super special, something that I put my heart into. For as corny as it sounds, it's functional art. It's a space where I can completely just unwind, I can disconnect from everything, and I can go somewhere else. But here's a story that most people don't know, and I have talked about this in the past. When I was a teenager, I actually spent 2 weeks on the road, a real trucking trip across the country with a family friend that owned a couple trucks. I got invited and I was asked, hey, do you want to do an actual job for the summer or you want to sit around and do nothing? So I said, all right, I guess it's time to grow up, right? So that trip really marked me. I still remember the smells of the cab, the long overnight hauls, you know, the truck stop breakfast, all of it. I learned what real work looks like and what it feels like. A specific story that I can recall that might sound silly to you guys is I just remember, you know, our family friend looking at me going, hey, listen, this ain't home no more. You got to go to the potty. We can't drive back home. There's no shiners, there's anything. You need to go. We got a bottle. If you got a bottle, we're going to pull over. You got to go anywhere. So that's something that, you know, the road teaches you really fast not to be shy anymore and not to, you know, be a child anymore. So I grew up on that trip. I saw how much pride these truckers take in their work. I saw that it was work. It was actual hard work. A lot of people get lost in the nostalgia and the, you know, beautiful emotions of experiencing the country and driving around. And that is true. But behind that, it's all hard work. It's late hours, you know, it's early mornings, it's everything. But yeah, it's all mixed in with solitude, with discipline, and the drive that it takes to really keep it up and really do a good job. All of that stuck with me. And that's the moment, and that's the feeling, those are the things that I fell in love with, and that's how I arrived here, in my late adulthood, building a simulator rig that actually replicates trucking, but I'm actually not trucking, right? How silly it might sound. But when I started building this rig, I wasn't just pretending, I was trying to recapture that feeling, those memories, that stillness of that 3 a.m. highway, the rhythm of the long drives, the quiet focus. You know, this rig just lets me revisit all of that on my own terms, in my own space. I don't need permission, I don't have any danger, I don't need to meet any logging hours, right? I don't need to log anything down, I just do what I want. No deadlines, just the journey, just the fun. And not to mention, if you guys know much about this game, and if you don't, you can actually play together. So along the way, I've met so many interesting people, so many cool people, where we actually drive together in a convoy. We use a CB radio. You will hear a little beep and me talking to a guy all the way in Australia and another guy all the way in England. And how cool is that? On top of it, you know, I even have friends that don't play this game that found me through the channel, that we've bonded through, and we were in the same Discord together, and we just talk, and we talk about real life and stupid stuff. We've exchanged phone numbers. We have become real good friends, and all of that is because of this pretend simulation, right? But beyond the nostalgia, beyond all the good feelings, it gives me a real escape. You know, life gets noisy, I'm just like you. You wouldn't believe this. You'd think I'm a YouTuber because you see me on YouTube, but I'm just a guy. I have a family. I have a job. I wake up every morning, Monday through Friday. I get in my car and I drive somewhere. Between work, responsibilities, and all the other everyday stresses, sometimes you just need a place to rest. This is my place to rest. You say, go do it, make real money. But I already made money during the day, 9 to 5, just like you. Whether you work at the grocery store or a corporate job, somewhere in there we all find ourselves. And we've made our paycheck. And then we look for that solitude. This is my solitude. It's right here in this cockpit. That's this rig. This is where I clear my head. This is where I recharge. But people will still ask, hey, well, why do you fake it? Why not do it for real? This rig doesn't make me a trucker. I'm not pretending to be a trucker. I don't want to be a trucker. This is no different than flight simming or race simulation. And all those cool dudes that race really fast, like Jimmy Broadband and, all the other ones. These guys are doing the exact same thing that I'm doing, right? In one way or another. It's all silly. All these guys that build these immersive setups, no matter what it is, or even a guy that's really into Call of Duty, it's not about a career. It's not about trying to be or getting to that place. It's about escaping and having a great time. And so do I. I use this to escape. I use it to unwind and to respect a world that I got a glimpse at as a kid. It's something that I don't get to do for a living. I don't necessarily want to do for a living, but I respect it. And there's a bit of, like I said, nostalgia, and there's a little bit of memories and feel good in there for me. So I always come back. And how do I get there? I get there through this rig. Okay, so obviously I'm still here in my room. I'm not hauling any loads today, but I am learning a lot. I'm learning about patience. I'm learning to appreciate the complexity of the skills and the grit. Listen, I am playing a video game, but you'd be surprised every so often. Just a simple lane change, I find myself thinking, oh my God, that was super dangerous in a massive truck like this. So there's all these small little nuances that I pick up, and not to mention the backing up of a trailer into a parking spot. Please, it's the most comical thing on my channel to this moment, because I promise to learn, to be better, and to do better. But no matter how much I try, I'm always messing up. And if you guys have watched me, you know exactly how bad I am at it. But I'm working on it, and that's the whole thing. It's a journey, it's an escape, it's a learning exercise. It's fun. So all of it just basically made me value the culture, not just the machines, but the people. As I said, all of the people that I met. We hang out with real truckers in my Discord, and I think that's so amazing. So yeah, I spend a lot of time on this, but what I got back from it was perspective. I get a lot of peace, as I said. I get a lot of, going to another place, and a passion that I don't want to let go of. So if you're so curious about why don't I do this for a living, I don't know. Maybe try this game out and see, what is this guy so connected to? This game's not very expensive, so try it and see how you feel. Maybe it answers the question that you were seeking from me. Maybe it lies inside of you. Maybe that's where the answer to your own question is. So let me know. Let me know in the comments. What do you guys think about this? Would you do something like this, even if it's not your job? I'm interested to see your guys' take on all of this. Anyways, listen, I appreciate you rolling with me. I want to do more of this vlogging style stuff. I can't wait to see you next time, and we can tackle some other topic. If you guys want to give me some suggestions about what you want to talk about, I have a lot I want to talk about. Please write it below, and yeah, let's tackle some topics from video games to life to anything. Let me know. I'm super, super interested. All right, guys, I'll see you soon. I gotta go.